It doesn't matter how much you tell you guys to maintain the equipment, it doesn't get maintained. And the robot doesn't need any maintaining. So that was one of the biggest things for us. And also, again, the footprint. Right now, our unit is sitting at 26 feet with dual table. That's unheard of. It's a little bigger than a single table manual saw. Our manual saw is 21 feet wide, and the robot is 26 feet wide, only 5 feet wider than its single table. So, I mean, that's just, when you think about it, it's crazy. Equipment doesn't make a mistake. Humans do, the operators do. So by eliminating 2 steps, we cut down on mistakes. That was the biggest thing. Because with the manual saw, they have to look at it, turn the table, cut it, and if it doesn't work, turn it again. We eliminated all of that, which is really, really big. Everything is pre-programmed. You just drop it on there and start cutting. It doesn't make mistakes. The user interface on the robot is just amazing. You tell it to do something, it's a very, very complicated move, but it does it so well. That tells me that there's so much research that's going into that robot that it just blows me away, how precise it is. And it can do complicated things easily. Seeing the KUKA factory, seeing the BACA system, seeing a digital facility where the robot was in action, it was a very resourceful, and it was a very good day for us. Very productive, 24 hours. We still use a traditional saw right next to the robot, but we use it for basic cuts like backsplashes, small vanities, and even with that small usage, we have to maintain it every day, every week, and every month. There's special components that needs to be maintained every day, every week, every month. Not with the robot, there's nothing to maintain. Training was very simple. I mean, anybody can learn it in 1 or 2 days. That's how simple the training was. We could teach this thing to anybody in our shop in 2 days. That's how simple the user interface is. 2 tables, while the robot is working on the other side, you are prepping the job for the other table. You are unloading it, you are loading the slab, the robot is programmed, and you can just move on to the next table. It was very affordable compared to the competition's dual table, because for the money, you're buying a dual table as opposed to single table. With the manual saw, you have to train somebody for at least 2 to 3 months to really get going, not with the robot. In a week, they could be cutting. We knew we may have to dig into the second slab, but we nested everything so tight. We got everything from one slab, and there was nothing left on the slab. I could never imagine me or my company do without the Robo SawJet.
We didn't want downtime. We didn't want to take up a lot of room. And obviously we wanted to feel like our investment, we were going to get that back in a short amount of time as far as productivity. And so you hit all 3 of those points for us. And that's what kind of made us go your direction. It was very, very simple to learn, very, very simple to teach. And their knowledge, their expertise, not only in the robotics, but also the industry, was huge to me. The support that we got, to me, is second to none. It is immediate. It's not, we'll get back with you later on today. Every time we've had any questions, we've made a phone call, automatically someone will log on to our system. Wherever they're at, they can do it from the iPad, they can do it if they're in the office. They'll log on to our system and walk us through, and we work it out together. Installing one Robo Saw has given us the ability to double our square footage going out the door right away. So now that we have this technology in place, there's no interpretation. It cuts exactly what you tell it to. And so that's helped us with accuracy, misreading, misinterpreting drawings. So our mistakes have went way down, our recuts have went way down. The time it takes to cut has went way down. Our material yield has grown. Our waste has went down, our remnants have went down. It's just tremendous. On the robot, you can actually cut the sink out. You can cut radiuses out. You can do inside and outside radiuses. You can do arches. So now you can do all of that cutting in 20 minutes. 25 minutes as opposed to 2 to 3 hours. So on the robot, the processes overlap. So I'm gaining in that hour, not only is he cutting 2 slabs, but he's already laid out 2 other slabs as well. I mean, you're looking at 4, 5 times as cost effective to run it on the robot as opposed to a bridge saw. So in the last 6 months since we've had it, the things that we've done as far as maintenance goes, we've cleaned it. So that's about it. We've changed the saw blade, and I think we've changed 1 water jet tip, and that's it. There is no maintenance on it. As far as daily, you just turn it on and you program it, and it works all day. We have not had any downtime contributed to the robot. As far as traditional equipment, and we've had those in the past, it's not if something's going to go wrong, it's just when. That's the confidence that you have in the confidence we have now in this machine. The initial cost is really the only thing you're going to have to spend. You won't be buying parts, having downtime, having that extra expense. This thing is, it's just a beast. It's just a beast.
We just added a 3rd machine, so it certainly made sense. It was a no-brainer, actually. Just the experience that we've had with the previous 2 machines that we had, and then seeing how much more advanced this machine is now, certainly made a whole lot of sense. The BACA system was certainly the best machine that we found, because we basically removed the bridge saw, and in that one space, we installed a robot, a dual table SawJet, with production capacity 2, 3, 4 times higher than a bridge saw. We run 2 KMT pumps, and then the H2O in a new system. Obviously, at first I thought, hey, maybe we should stick to KMT. We know the pumps, but getting the H2O, what we found is not only it's an easy system to maintain, but also the cost. It's a lot less money to maintain it. The consumables are cheaper. Certainly it affects the bottom line as well. The fact that we can nest the pieces a lot better than we could on a bridge saw. So the yields that we're getting out of jobs are much, much better. It has improved by at least 5 to 10% on especially quartz. We're able to nest this a lot better than on a bridge saw. And obviously, just having that one robot sitting between 2 steel boxes is the greatest thing. There's no moving parts around that box, with the overflow of the water and the spray from the water jet. That's huge. The maintenance, there are no maintenance issues. There's just a robot sitting in the middle of 2 steel boxes. We've owned 2 robots for the past 6 years, and the machines have never been down one day. Having a machine that can give you a piece off of that machine with all your radiuses, with all your sink cutouts, your cooktop pre-cuts. I mean, we even go as far as drilling the faucet holes or coring the faucet holes with the water jet, right? So, I mean, that's priceless.
Well, one of the reasons that I picked this particular SawJet is that it is backed by a company the size of KUKA, where they're one of the largest companies in robotics in the world. And knowing that that was part of this machine really made me feel comfortable with something that is fairly new to this industry. We knew that we would need further capacity as kitchen and bath dealers that we deal with get busier. So we obviously started to look beyond our CNCs and our digitally enabled saws to see what the next step was. And SawJet technology is definitely the future in our industry. We, unfortunately, purchased another brand in our New Hampshire facility. And the first 3 months that we had it, it was down 21 days. And so I was completely dissatisfied with that one. I happened to visit the BACA booth at the Stone Expo in January and saw that and immediately thought, oh, I wish I had seen this before I signed on that other brand. And so as we opened our Portland, Maine facility just a month ago here, it was automatic that I was going to get this machine. If somebody wanted my advice on this machine, I would truly say it was a phenomenal experience from installation and training standpoint. Having so many different CNCs over the years and different saws and trainings on those machines for my workers, I really found that what they did was exceptional. As our technician has been starting to work with it, we find that it's been very accessible. To reach the technician at BACA has been exceptionally easy. Typically on my other machines, they're on hold for 20 minutes, and then someone's going to eventually call them back, and we've been able to get right through. Well, one of the benefits I've seen of this system is the fact that it has a dual table, and you don't have to watch a person stand there and run a machine while he's waiting for it to finish. He can actively be working on the second bed to lay it up and set it up while one is running. So for efficiency factor, it's an amazing increase over just a single bed. And I wouldn't even consider buying one without a double bed. The learning curve has been much easier on this system as opposed to the other SawJet that I purchased in 2014. The comfort level, I think, may come from the great training that they were able to have by visiting a production shop and running it there for a week. But overall, I think that this has had just an easier interface with the person running it. It really has exceptional nesting ability on the screen to be able to vein match and worry about yield at the same time has been a real help. In the past, on other saws, you're worried about one or the other. And this gives you the ability to really combine the two for a better look and yield at the same time. Well, I really wasn't surprised with the accuracy because having visited KUKA, you know that this is, if a machine that is made by the same company is able to do surgeries on people in a medical sense, I didn't really have any concerns about accuracy. It had, on a piece of stone. It's absolutely been extremely accurate. One of the great things that I think about this machine can do and the SawJet technology is that it no longer has to go necessarily to a CNC to have radius cuts or sink cutouts. It's something that can go right to your fabrication department if you're very busy and need to get production out the door. And now means that my fabricators don't have to take out that old little hand tool and cut a radius. And of course that always adds silica into the air that you don't want in a fabrication shop. So eliminating that brings down all of those concerns and, obviously is easier on the fabrication department. And I can't say enough about how, I've bought many machines over the years in this industry, and the training has always been dismal. And a lot of the downtime that you get after you purchase a big machine like this is based on operator error. And the ability to get the kind of level of training that we received with BACA really has helped us, not even second guess our purchase here. We're very excited about it.